So I've already prepped and primed my skin, and so I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the new foundation that I got from Tarte, which is the Shape Tape foundation in medium neutral. I've been using Fenty Beauty, which I love because I have oily skin, but now that it's winter, it's really drying out my skin. So I'm just gonna take some of it and put it on the back of my hand and then apply it with a wet beauty blender. And I put about this much on the back of my hand. I'm not sure how much I'll need, so we'll start light. And I put quite a few dabs on this, and it covered about half of my face. So I'll have to go in with a few more. So it seems to match my neck pretty well. It seems like light to medium coverage. I've not gotten that much coverage off of it, but we'll start with that and see. It is the first time I'm using it. I also got the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And it looks pretty light in the bottle, but I got this in Fair Neutral to lighten my under eyes. This also has a fairly large applicator. I've heard this is pretty full coverage, so I'm trying not to go in too thick right off the bat. But it does look very light, so I'm a little scared. But we'll see. And then this isn't one of my new items, but I have the Fit Me in shade 10, which is Fair Light, to brighten my under eye and set the concealer. It's almost out. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera, and then we'll be able to carve them out with the new concealer and see how it turns out. So now that we have the brows on, we can take the same Tarte Shape Tape concealer that we used under the eyes, under the brows. And then I'll put a little bit of the foundation on the back of my hand and use that to carve out the top. And so far, I'm not hating it. It's not super, it's pretty thick, yet it's not heavy. It's not watery at all. It's just a bit thicker of a consistency, but it does feel very hydrating, like it says in the title. Okay, and then we'll blend out those edges with the Beauty Blender. So I'm pretty happy with how they turn out. They definitely cleaned it up. My under eyes have not cracked very much, so we'll have to see as the day goes on how that goes, but the pores do seem pretty covered and smaller, which is always good. So now we will kind of make a transition into the new BRETMAN Rock and ColourPop collection, and I got the whole thing because I'm a super big fan of BRETMAN. We have the decision, we can either use the wet palette or the lit palette, and the wet features all these really pretty blues, and then you also do have like 2 neutrals that you can use over here to create an everyday look. I'm about to go to a gender reveal, which I'm really excited about, so I don't want to go too crazy with the eyeshadows. But I'm really excited about that and hope that she's having a girl. We can also use the wet palette, which is more in my comfort zone. I love, especially since I have blue eyes, I love red and orangey eyeshadows. So we've also got the lit. I love the packaging. I'm a sucker for gold and oranges like these. So I think we'll try this one out. I've not used it yet. So, I have no idea what kind of look I want to do, but we'll start out with this yellow shade, Cleo Amore, as our transition in the crease. I'm kind of nervous. There's not very much fallout at all. That's really pigmented. But I'm really impressed, since this is a matte formula, that it's showing up. And that was just 2 dips into the eyeshadow. Okay, so now we have our base on. It's kind of, looks more of a mustardy yellow on the camera, but in person, it is mustardy yellow, but I feel like it just looks a little bit brighter. Now we're gonna go in with the shade Period, which is, it's red, but it's also pink. It's not a true red. Ooh, this one has a little bit more fallout, which I don't mind because I know it's super pigmented, and so that will happen. Yes, definitely going in with the second layer and just going lightly and building up to the color that you want is definitely what you want to do here, because these shadows are very pigmented and you're gonna kind of end up with a little bit of a mess on your face. I'm gonna go back in, blending is key, go back in with Cleo and more of the yellow and put that right there. And then go in and do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna put this one all over the lid and then put She Got Money right on the center and kind of do a halo eye. Now that my brush is wet, I'm gonna go ahead and take the pink shimmer, put it all over my crease, and if this doesn't give me the payoff I want, I'll go in with my finger and apply it that way. So now that we have that, now I'll take my finger and put it in She Got Money and pop that right on the center. Oh, wow. Maybe I should have done this the other way around. I think I'm going to, so why not? And then we'll take our finger with the pink one and put that. Okay, that's not really showing up on top of that. Yeah, well, we'll kind of mix them, make a little bit of a rose gold with these shadows. And then we'll go back in with the same brush we used earlier and dip it into Period and oh whatever, just to make it a little bit lighter. Put that in the crease. I think we're gonna put Thickums in the corner here, which is this really pretty silver shade. And then we'll do the bottom lash line, the lower lash line with this still. We'll grab another brush. And I think we're gonna go in with the shade Like. And then, oh my God, my air conditioner is loud as Like and Macchiato. We'll start with Like on the outer corner and then put Macchiato in the inner. So, change of plans. We're gonna go ahead and work that into this outer corner over here as well. And kind of definitely blend that. And work that into the crease. Oh, that's gorgeous. And then we're gonna take this wet brush that we used earlier, wipe it off, and dip that into Thickums. Oh shit. Wow, okay. Right in the, oh, that's a lot more than I was expecting. Okay, I look crazy, but that's fine. So that's not what I was going for at all. It looks very silver on camera, but in person, it's so blue. That's really pretty though. Like, it does not go together with this look at all, but it's so pretty. We're gonna go ahead and put She Got Money. And we'll try to make it a little less intense. Anyways, I just use e.l.f. liner and I'll just do the cut eye that I always do. Okay, so this does look better with eyeliner for sure. And then for mascara, I use the Telescopic by L'Oreal. So that's it for eyes for right now. And now we can move on to the face, and I'm so excited about this. So this is the Pro to Glow. It is a bronzer and highlighter palette. It looks like this, and then on the inside, it's got 2 different highlighters. Now, I'm not really sure which one I'm gonna use. So this first one I'm gonna do is called Burst, and it looks more like a white. It's what it did on my finger. That's what that one looks like, and Gleam looks more like a purpley pink. So that's them next to each other. Yes, this is more, it's like a pink finish. This one's pretty, but maybe this was supposed to be used as like an under eye brightener because it's kind of yellowy. I don't know how that would look on the highlighter on my cheeks. I might not even use one of those highlighters, but those are what we've got. We've got a lot of different highlighters in the Tarte stuff, and then I think the BRETMAN one, no, that just had blush. So we'll look at the other Tarte highlighter, but this will definitely be using the bronzer. It looks very dark, but we can be tan in November. I really like it. So we've also got a few other face products. I got this, which is supposed to be a gold metallic eyeshadow, but it came in the mail broken to pieces. So that was tragic. We had one casualty in the war of USPS, but it made it here nonetheless. So this highlighter is more, I'll compare it to the other two. It's definitely more similar to this one than to this one. This one's like the pink one. This one has like, I feel like peach vibes, while this one's more yellow and this one's peach. I like it a lot, actually. I think that's the one we're gonna use today. It also comes with a blush, but BRETMAN Rock and Color Pop collection came with a blush, so I think we're gonna use that one instead. But I guess I'll swatch that for 2, because why not? And there's that. So it's definitely a very pretty, very pink, which I love. So in the BRETMAN Rock Color Pop collection, we had 2 Super Shock Cheek Formulas blushes. This one's called, ooh, She's Blushing, which this would look absolutely ridiculous on me no matter how light of a hand I go on it. So this I'm gonna save as an eyeshadow, or I honestly might give this out also in my giveaway. I'm not sure yet. And this is the other blush, which is absolutely gorgeous, which is more of like, it's kind of like a orange, a bright orange. God, I know that formula. Oh, I'm gonna have to use that as an eyeshadow too. Oh my God, I love that. Okay, so we're definitely gonna not use that because, well, why not? Who cares at this point? Our makeup's already too much. And this with the highlighter, yes, I'm living. I'm absolutely living. And I have way too many options for the lips. This came in the Tarte. It's Rainforest of the Sea Color Splash Shade Shifting Lipstick. And this is in the shade Sunlit. It is this like pink, but so many gold reflex in it. I don't know if you can even tell just from that. See that? Okay, I'm gonna put it on my hand so you guys can see it. No, you're kidding. It literally is like so gold yet so pink depending on how the light hits it. This is the lip liner in the Lit set. And ColourPop, okay, no problem. Oh yeah, you have to sharpen this. But anyways, it's like a deep breath. That was my fault. Right next to it, I'll put These look to be, it hasn't drained down yet, but it looks like the liner's just a bit darker. And then this lip gloss, which has like, it's not the doe foot applicator, it's a brush. And the brush was a little hard, but after I start brushing, it feels like a normal one. And that's just like a really light gold. So I bet you could use that as just a gloss on its own or a lip topper. Since it is the middle of the day, I'm probably not gonna go with that dark and intense of a lip. So this is probably the lip we'll use. I'll try not to break this one. Fingers crossed. So this one, also super creamy. And it is like a brown, a dark, deep brown. And it comes with this pink liquid lipstick. And then it also comes with this like clear but blue reflex. If you can kind of see it. It just looks like a clear gloss on camera, but it's definitely has hints of blue in it. So we're gonna use the wet lip liner, and then I think we're gonna use this middle lip paint Tarte liquid lipstick, which is in the shade Low Key. We'll put that. Oh yeah. Yep, okay. Definitely doing this one and the lip liner. And I'm a sucker for overdrawing my lips, so I apologize in advance. This is so buttery. We're gonna go in and top it with this nude. We'll put a little bit. And this gloss, it's glittery, but you don't feel chunks of glitter when it's like on your lips. So this is how the look turned out. I'm gonna put my hair in and then I'll give you my final thoughts on both collections. So again, this is the final look and I'm very happy with it. The eyeshadow palettes from the BRETMAN and Morphe collection were all super pigmented, and all of my Tarte lipsticks and foundation and the Shape Tape concealer, I love how they look so far. I will have to do an update and I'll leave that in the description box below, how it wore throughout the day, if there was a lot of creasing, if I still got really oily, if my skin feels drier, just different things like that. But as of right now, it looks great. So yeah, I really liked both of I loved the Tarte was a great deal. I've always been a big fan of their blush and lipstick, so it was great to try out a few more of their products that I haven't before. Always been a big fan of BRETMAN Rocks. So a huge congratulations to him with his partnership with ColourPop. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do that down below if you like the video or if you want to keep seeing videos from me, and I'll definitely be back with more tutorials and different things like that. If you have any suggestions or have some things you want to see, please leave that in the comments down below. So congratulations to him and his collaboration with and if you're